hats off to South Dakota. They've got a great team. They had just maybe 3 or 4 penalties, no turnovers, so they played really clean. And but I just couldn't be more proud of the way that our guys played. I thought we played really hard, battled to the end. We've had a great season, incredible senior class. So it's kind of hurts right now, but I'm really proud of our team.
Open for questions. Byron, start.
Yeah, just what was you mentioned a couple of things. What did you think the big difference in this was when it came down to the end of the game?
Well, I think, like I said, they made probably a few more plays. We knew we were going to have to hit some home runs in the pass game, and I thought we had a good plan, and I thought we did a good job with that. We knew it was going to be really difficult to run the ball. South Dakota basically played their 4-2 front. They used just kind of the basic number of guys to stop our run, and they committed everybody else to the pass. So I thought that was probably a good plan on their part. But we had 3 turnovers in the second half, and 2 of them I think they took on down and scored. We got to be pretty predictable there at some point. We continued to try and run the ball. I thought that was important for the pace of the game and not to let South Dakota tee their pass rush up any more than they already were. And so, normally I think we've had 29 turnovers this year, and we didn't get any today. So that's a credit to South Dakota. But we were probably going to need a little help from South Dakota, and we didn't get any help from them. They played really clean, really well.
Can you just talk about the 2 guys that are up there with you a little bit and how well they played today?
Yeah, Winters. They are incredible young men. Coop, you're graduating next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Coop got married last summer. A lot of cool stuff happening in his life. Vic graduated last spring. They've just been outstanding. Great leadership. Just really, really fine young man. So I couldn't be more proud to coach these guys.
There's a little bit of question, Coach, I think from people, with it being your first year at the Division I level to qualify for this playoff, whether or not you can compete at this stage. Do you feel like that you guys made a statement that you belong here?
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. We've got a good football team. I think South Dakota is elite with their line of scrimmage play, and we knew that going in. I thought our guys really battled and played hard, and I thought that was kind of apparent today. Both sides of the ball, and so we also, I think we've got to walk out of here, and learn our lessons, so to speak, in order to come back up here and be able to compete with these guys, maybe a little better. We're going to have to continue to emphasize and recruit well and keep growing, the way that we play on the line of scrimmage as well. And so, I thought that was obviously one of the differences in the game as well.
Darius, you're going to be known as one of the best wide receivers in program history. After showing it out, you're probably one of the best wide receivers in college football. What's going on through your emotion? What's all going on in your mind right now?
Oh, yeah. I just want to say all glory to God for over this college career. I'm real big on my faith, and I feel like over these past couple of years, my faith in God just grew exponentially. And I feel like I try to show that through my play, being the leader. It's definitely a blessing, to have the accolades and everything like that. But I try not to get a big head, stay neutral, and just keep pushing and encouraging my guys to, keep fighting. I feel like we did that tonight. Ended up on the short end, but I feel like we grew as individuals and as a team, as a university, showing that we can play at this level. And but to answer your question, it's just been a blessing for the accolades and the success over my career, for sure.
Vic, you threw 4 touchdowns against the top 10 defense in the nation. what can you say about this game specifically, how hard your team competed and how hard you competed?
I think we had it in us all year long. I mean, we got the guys at wideout, we got the O-line, we got the running back, we got everything. So it was not a surprise to me. I knew we were going to come in here and play well. And, you know, I couldn't be more thankful for Coach Witten and guys like Darius. You know, before I came here and I was at Utah Tech, I didn't know if I was ever going to play football again. And to be here in this moment and just playing football in December was just phenomenal coaches, phenomenal players. My brothers is just the biggest blessing, just like Coop said. And I give all glory to God. And, you know, without him, I wouldn't still be playing football right now. So.
You had a big first half, almost perfect 13-15. Then the second half seemed like USD secondary made a lot of adjustments. What were they doing that just kind of threw everything out of balance?
I think they just anticipated. Well, I took a couple risks on a couple throws, and you know, I'm a gambler. I bet on myself. That's kind of how I've been my whole life. You know, and you know, I trust my talent. I really trust my receivers' talent. That's the main thing is I trust these guys' talent. And, you know, honestly they just made a couple more plays, and you know, turnovers really hurt in a game that's big, and little mistakes like that. You know, without those turnovers, I think you know it's a different game. So I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to keep growing, keep getting better, and you know, whatever's thrown at me, I'm going to rise to the challenge.
South Dakota, normally, you know, secondary players, they got dual responsibility. They got to play the run and the pass, and our inability to get much going in the run game, really probably from the entire second half, everybody they had back there was committed to the pass, and so it makes it a lot easier to play pass defense back there like that. So not one time do I think one of their secondary players trigger and to come force our run. So. And they did a good job. They made some adjustments there at the half, but I mean I think that was the big difference.
And last question here. I know you haven't had a chance to reflect yet. This season was historical for Tarleton State.
Yeah.
What are you going to remember most about this team?
Yeah, we're truly blessed. This senior class, just incredible. All 26 of them, every last one of them, have either already graduated, will graduate next week, or will graduate in May. And there's only about 3 of them that are graduating in May. So these guys have done well in the classroom, certainly on the field and off the field. And so, yeah, it was a great year. You know, again, just very thankful. We've got a lot of really, really good players and just came up a little short today.